Jonas Brothers played at Fort Canning Park, right?
I was there.
And so I paid extra for sound check, and they all got in a van. And a lot of us started chasing the van because they were going to drive to the hotel so you can get a glimpse of them going into the hotel, right? And as I was running, then this girl next to me was like, oh my God, are you Joey Tan?
Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Hot Pot, where we hop into different transitions in life. I'm Q.
I'm Nick.
I'm Joey. And have you ever felt like you know a celebrity inside and out? Like if you met her in person, you can just start a conversation. Today we're unpacking the idea of parasocial relationships. And to understand what it truly means, we have our very special and perfect guest for this, Miss Mischievous Magician, Leia.
Hey!
Leia Shannon.
Welcome back.
Thank you for having
Not
me.
her first time, by the way.
You are climbing the Hot Pot leaderboard now.
Oh, there's a competition.
Yeah, Lynette is currently top.
Okay.
Introduce yourself, girl.
Hi, I'm Leah. And why I'm here, I guess, is because apparently I have a parasocial relationship with Chaeyoung. She just doesn't know only that I
Only
am in
Chaeyoung?
love with her.
Chaeyoung is which one?
Cheong is from
What do you mean? Which one?
Actually,
from
we don't
Twice,
know.
right?
You don't know. From Twice. I'm just kidding. Okay, I don't. I'm not that crazy. But like,
It's a bit like how I have a parasocial relationship with Gion from Singles Inferno.
Okay, calm down, relax.
where did that come from?
We will talk about
He's
that
been
later.
waiting to talk about this.
Why? You love her?
She hot lah.
She cute ah.
Okay, before we dive deeper, let's define a parasocial relationship. So basically, parasocial relationships refer to one-sided relationships in which a person develops a strong sense of connection, intimacy, or familiarity with someone they don't know. Most often celebrities. So for me, it's Taylor Swift.
Love that.
Not to be confused with like you and your girlfriend or boyfriend like to go paragliding as a hobby together.
No one thought it was that. Yeah. No one.
So Taylor Swift, Chaeyoung.
Actually, the list for her quite
Actually,
long.
I have multiple people that I have parasocial relationships.
I've seen her TikTok videos.
Huh?
That's why I say Chaeyoung only.
You're aware.
Yeah, I'm aware, and I support that.
Thank you.
You got or not?
But that's the thing, I don't relate to this because I've never felt that connection with a celebrity before.
Have.
But no, don't say Amoti.
No?
Because right,
Were you thinking of Moti?
no, you know why? Some people have been tagging me in Amoti videos. Amoti's videos, right? Because he came to Singapore to teach some fitness.
Yeah.
Right? Then they like Q Amoti.
Do you make this public information?
No,
that
I
you like
only
him?
mentioned in one episode that like I love Physical 100.
Physical 100 is her favourite Netflix show. Please, just let's
Because
go.
about Moti lah.
No, actually it's just all the hunks.
Hunks is crazy.
No, then I think during the Hyrox episode you keep shouting Amoti.
I did not. Oh my god, what kind of like, what are you watching? That's not me.
Wow, Mandela effects, yeah. I
Yeah,
just like,
you
No, I think we got to say Amoti once.
Okay, I have to say that when I was a teenager, I really loved SNSD. Quite like Shiny 2 p.m.
Okay.
Me
2
too, me
PM.
too.
Jay,
We'll
put it right
kind
here.
of look at all of their videos. Yeah,
me too.
that's the max.
I quite like Top, aka Thanos.
Oh.
Welcome to the Thanos world.
Senorita.
But yeah, I don't think I have had a parasocial relationship before lah. Is it guys don't do this kind of thing?
No.
No.
Yeah.
The number of Samsung Galaxies, right, with like all the K-pop idols as wallpaper is unparalleled. Yes.
So like you taking train then you will see people's wallpaper.
Yeah, actually not even Samsung lah. iPhone also have lah. I don't know why I said
You
Samsung.
generalise.
Sorry, I call it the Android users. One of my guy friends actually, if you swipe right, it's just different K-pop idols. Then only at the end, then it's his girlfriend.
I think K-pop makes it very accessible for fans to be in this so-called parasocial relationship with them because they have a lot of content.
Yeah.
Like they are very they have a lot of activities also that allow you to meet and greet them.
Yeah,
and
yeah, the
things
fan
like that.
engagement.
Fan
yeah.
service. It's like versus like Western artists that don't really have that kind
So
of.
then when
like,
you meet them at the time, like
What do you say?
Yeah, what you say?
I don't really meet
What
them.
you
That's
eat
the
today?
thing.
Oh.
Just ask them do hard lah.
So if like you go concert, then the fan service will happen when like you go during the concert. Like usually the fans will like hushie, oh my god, and then like they will write a lot of signboards. They'll be like, oh, can you like blow a kiss, the kind of thing. Then the idol will like do it to them.
Right.
But that's just fan service. It's not really like parasocial. But there are extreme levels of these kind of relationships where there are fans who think that by spending more money, they will be able to have a chance to like I don't know, not
Have a
really
friendship.
Yeah, friendship or some kind of relationship with the idol. And the thing is, in K-pop culture, these idols enable it because it's part of how they earn money.
Marketing.
No, there's this thing called like fan sign, right? Where like it's very exclusive. Only like maybe 100 fans get to go, but it's based on how much you spend. So the top spenders get to go to the fan sign.
Oh my god.
And then you get to sit in front of the idols, and then they sign your album one by one, and you have like a 1 minute or like maybe max 3 minute interaction with the idol. When they're signing, you get them to talk to you. And the more you go, the idol will remember you, right? It's their job to remember you. Then they'll be like, oh, we met each other last time, how are you? Blah, 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 things like that. So it encourages this kind of like a bit delulu behavior because it makes you feel like you know them or you're like kind of special in a way. I would say that not everyone who goes to fan signs are like that crazy, but some people could be. Yeah.
Actually, what counts and what doesn't count? Like, if it's a fictional character, cartoon or anime.
I mean, I like anime characters also. Like, not gonna lie, I'll buy like the merch and everything and whatever. But it's like you can't have a relationship with them.
Yeah.
Because they're not real. But for idols, they are real ones.
So anime don't count lah.
I wouldn't think so.
Like, I cannot have a parasocial relationship with Naruto.
How?
Okay, wait, let me tell you, there are fans who marry the anime characters. I'm gonna be so real.
Sorry, how? How to marry?
No, they just conduct a wedding, like their own unofficial wedding or whatever, and then like they print the cardboard size like sandy of them and then make them wear like the tux and whatever, then they do a marriage. There's an anime that I really, really love recently. It's called Blue Lock. It's about soccer. Like, this girl printed out the cardboard of the main character, right, and then like had a whole picture of her in a bridal dress getting married to his cardboard.
A little bit intense.
But don't count or don't count ah? Don't count
I mean, could be count.
I think it counts a little bit. No, that's why I wanted to ask, is it only when it can happen in person, then it's considered parasocial?
I also don't know because like it could also be just from online, and then fans just think that they know this person. You know what I mean? They know all this information about their idol or their celebrity that they think that they know them well enough. Yeah, I know. They form their own kind of perception of them, own relationship with them. Maybe like they reply one message, then they're like, oh my god, they know me, they notice me, things like that. Yeah.
Actually, I think a really clear example of parasocial relationships, right? You don't even need to talk about people that you like. It could be a simple thing like a celebrity, for example. Let's say for example Blake Lively. There's the whole situation going on right now, right?
Yes.
I'm
He's
living
very
for this.
passionate.
I'm living too, but we will not mention the legalities because it's an ongoing investigation. But take, for example, Blake Lively. People think that because they've analysed all her interviews, they know who she is, they know what her husband is like, they know how she would behave, because this is Blake. But like, how could you know just from watching certain interviews which have been screened by her team? At that level, she's considered A-list celebrity. They have teams and like people to go through these things to okay the footage from being posted. But we are like, no, you see, I saw her like left like cheek here, right? She moved. So actually she's not honest, or she's very honest. Or for example, Taylor Swift. People, the crazy fans, right? They're like, oh, she's perfect. She cannot do anything wrong. This is like a very clear example of like a parasocial relationship, because you feel like you know who they are as people. You know their true selves when they're off stage, when you couldn't possibly, like, it's literally impossible.
So it becomes a bit weird, right? Like, after that, imagine if you are the celebrity, right? Then people come up to you based on all the things that you have said on mass interviews and all that, and they talk to you as though like they are your friend, but you don't know this person. Wow, that's a bit weird. Actually, as online personalities, have you all experienced this before?
Both your faces looked a bit like, what do we say about this?
Whoa.
I'm sure there have been scenarios where you were in public and then someone goes up to you and like, Leah, oh my god, yeah, I saw the other day you posted this. Or like, yeah, you cut your hair, right?
But I think okay. They just know like what I'm doing. And then I feel like that's okay, because they don't take it further than just being very knowledgeable about all the things that are happening in my life. They don't want to create a friendship out of something unless I'm initiating the friendship. You know what I mean? The parasocial relationship happens when they feel like they can be in a relationship with the person or be a friend with this person or something like that. Yeah, and crossing a boundary that disrespects the person's privacy.
But what if they start DMing you?
DM is okay, I got reply DMs one.
But what if they DM you over 6 months?
I can ignore ma. Yeah, so the thing is, I can choose to
No,
ignore.
but that's you. But from their point of view, it might feel totally different. Right?
It might be like, how come Leia doesn't reply me? Like, we support her and then she doesn't reply.
Oh my gosh, she
so
does
they
see
might
me, you know?
expect it because you are online friends.
Correct. It could be, but then it's also up to me and my responsibility to ensure there's a boundary drawn. You know what I mean? Like, I cannot enable the behavior such that they think that it's going to be some kind of friendship when actually it's not. You know?
Joey,
I do forget that sometimes especially when we do the podcast, that we talk about things in our lives, and then there have been occasions in public where someone asked me something very personal, and I'm like, how do you know that? Oh, because that time on the podcast you said. I'm like, oh.
How's Charlie?
Yeah,
Like, that's the weirdest
So
thing.
people ask me, how's Charlie? Oh, and his parents, like, oh, they stay here, right? And I'm like, oh, actually, this has become public information.
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be of a certain status for this information to be known. It's just the moment you post something, correct.
And we also need to kind of like take ownership of that because we are the ones who put the information out there.
Like, we allowed this to happen.
There is quite a intense fan community / culture in Singapore where they will have Telegram groups or Facebook groups to kind of stalk like, okay, local celebrities, influencers, what are their movements, this person is appearing at this event, and then they will turn up at those events
and take picture of you.
and generally they are all quite nice lah, but
They are.
I still remember there are one or two of them who are a bit younger. Sometimes they cross the boundary a bit, I feel. Like
They touch you.
they will touch.
They touch.
They were like, can I have a hug? That's true parasocial relationship lor.
But I also do think it's like just a hobby for them leh. Sometimes because they like find it fun to go around taking pictures and then like they're very respectful
I
about it,
agree.
to be very honest, and they don't know me one. That's the thing.
Oh, yeah.
They don't know who I am until like someone know who I am.
Then
Then
they
the
just-
friend will like, oh, this one famous. Okay, let me take
Also,
picture
it's like a
together.
collection, like collecting stamps.
Yes. They collect the pictures and it's like not a competition, but it's more of like who can collect the most pictures.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
yes,
Everybody.
yes.
I think the collectors are okay,
Yeah.
but then the kissing and hugging one,
No. Yeah,
a bit
if it
much
makes you
lah.
uncomfortable, then a bit no.
Because the fact that you think that it's okay to kiss me, or like nobody has kissed me lah, but the fact that you think it's okay to kiss like someone that you've not met before, right, or that doesn't know you, just because like I follow you on Instagram or whatever is a bit much.
So there's actually 3 subcategories of parasocial relationships. This is according to 2 researchers called David Giles and John Maltby. Okay, so there's the entertainment social one, which a lot of us will fall under. You just know the gossip, like you know you're in the know. Maybe they give birth or they're pregnant or whatever. Okay, and you like being a fan. The second layer is an intense personal one where you know you have compulsive feelings about this celebrity. Like maybe you cannot find anyone to fall in love with because you're so enamored by this person and no one can match this standard.
Right.
Because it's the idea of this person, right?
yeah.
You know that you don't know them, but somehow you just can't shake off the feeling like, I know this person inside and out. Okay, and then the third tier is borderline pathological. So this one's a bit dangerous where they might stalk. They might say like, oh my god, actually, right, if it comes down to it, right, I would die for this person. I would take a bullet for this person. And if I walk through the door, right, they will be happy to see me. So this is where they have all those celebrity sightings of people literally
Like
going
stalkers
to
and
their
all that
house,
lah,
yeah, waiting outside their doors, and to them it's like, no, they will be happy to see me because they retweeted me or they like my photo of them.
We have a list of behaviors. I'm gonna read them out, and then
Okay.
you guys rate whether they are regular fans
Okay.
or being a bit delulu. All right, number 1, taking leave to queue for concert tickets.
Okay, what?
Normal,
Regular fan.
especially with Ticketmaster now. My god.
Girl, anyway, now cannot even queue in physical time. You must like
You pay
online.
dynamic pricing.
You cannot go to the SingPost to queue anymore.
Oh, why?
Really?
What?
They cancel already.
Not
Why?
anymore.
No more SingPost queue. Everything online. That's why fans don't queue at SingPost already. Zero. They cancelled last year already, I think. Yeah.
Okay, next one. Waiting at the airport for hours.
No, okay.
The 3 of us hesitating.
I think not so bad.
Cannot say because I did it before. The thing is, this information about when the celebrity arrives to the airport or when they are coming, right? Sometimes it's made available based on the artist schedule on their whatever fan sites and things like that. Not illegal information. It's all public information. So a lot of times fans find this information. They are able to show up and wait for the idols lah. Okay, I don't think it's parasocial because sometimes you just want a chance to see them. And a lot of times, all these people who go, right, they may not have tickets to the concert. They don't have money
okay.
to like see the idols in concert, for
Okay.
example.
I'm convinced. Regular fan.
yeah.
Okay, there's a difference between waiting at the airport because they are coming to arrive and you're being calm and orderly behind a barricade versus getting on the plane, going to same flight as them, travel with them, come to the country, things like that. Yeah, there are fans who do that. Just saying.
Okay, the next one is a quote. No, it's a dialogue. I know them. They are a good person. Defending your creator from criticisms online.
Delulu.
I know them. They're not like that.
But then Joey, you will say that
No,
for Taylor
I
Swift.
said that about Taylor Swift, but I'm fully aware it's delulu.
I would say defending your idol or celebrity is not wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I feel that saying that one sentence is not that parasocial. It's like a bit delulu, yes, that kind of thing. Especially if it's like a celebrity doing something a blatantly wrong thing. If you're a fan and there's like speculation or whatever, you can defend them. But let's say the news really come out and it's like obvious evidence that this person is in the wrong. You have to kind of like be a little bit more objective about it. How wrong is wrong? It could be someone make a mistake, like they do something wrong and then like they make a mistake. I mean, it's your choice whether you want to continue supporting the artist or not. But if other people flame you for it, then okay, there's nothing wrong with that, right? Because it's just disagreement on the situation. Yeah.
I feel like this is one of those things where it's a bit tricky because it's whether you are able to separate the art from the artist, and not everyone can do that.
Last one. A piece of celebrity news affecting your performance at school or work.
Wow, no way, man. Oh, but okay, that one I think.
That one
No, but
delulu,
if you're young-
delulu or
I
not?
think a bit delulu.
But a lot of these fans are very young. They cannot separate. You know what I mean? Then it's like
Okay, the closest I have experienced, closest I have come to experiencing this, right, is when Michael Owen went from Liverpool to Real Madrid, and then when Fernando Torres went from Liverpool to Chelsea.
Oh my god, no! I feel
I
that.
was quite hurt.
No, Torres like
Hurt
Liverpool
by
to Chelsea
them,
was
their
very
Yeah.
painful.
decision.
How could you betray us?
exactly.
No, it's literally you never even change. Like you change group, same color, never mind. He changed red to blue.
Yeah.
Sometimes the news is like this person suddenly in a scandal with someone, or this person suddenly like married, or like this person and this celebrity are together. Then if you like one of the celebrity, then you're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Disappointing lah.
It's a bit
Disappointing.
okay. I feel like it's delulu to say it's disappointing because you think these people won't get into a relationship, man. You think any of these K-pop idols not dating, man? They're obviously dating within their own circle. Hello, it's just that it's not public, lah. Yeah, so
Oh,
it's like.
I thought when you said scandal was like cheating on their
Oh
partner.
no!
Right?
Like maybe like scandal, like just like that's what they call a scandal.
Ah,
in Korea,
yeah,
the
yeah.
dating scandals, right?
Justin
Yeah,
Bieber.
why you laugh just now?
Justin and Selena break up.
no.
I love
the-
Justin Bieber. Like, stop it.
Oh, is it Justin and Selena
So
break
the
up?
reason why I laugh, right, is because okay, I was an avid YouTuber. I spent my whole like life after school on YouTube, and there's this channel called The Onion.
Oh,
Okay,
I love the onion.
so The Onion does parody like
Satire,
news
yeah.
stuff, but I didn't know it was satire at the time. So there was a video that Justin Bieber is actually a 70-year-old man, and it is an old man that you can see he take out the mask and like it really looks real, and I cried the whole day, like telling my mom I can't believe like I've been listening to Baby and he's an old man. Like I love this because the posters were all in my room already. Then in my head I'm like, oh my god, he's an old man. Like I felt very cheated. And then I just kept rewatching the video trying to see whether it's real or fake, right? And then when it hit me that it was a parody, I felt so stupid. I didn't have to tell anybody.
How old are you?
When he came out, I was like 13, 14.
Okay.
Not
Not too bad. Not too
Oh,
bad.
it's quite old already,
enough.
eh.
I was old enough. I am aware
Quite
now
old
that
already.
it is fully like 100% delulu, parasocial, a bit unhinged. But I think at that age, I don't know why that
Correct,
teen
when
girl
you're young.
face. Like I wore a purity ring because the Jonas Brothers wore a purity ring.
Question part.
Okay, Leah, you can go first.
Which famous couple's relationship would you most want to experience for yourself?
What a great question.
Tim McRae and Kid Laroi, but I'll be Kid Laroi.
I love that.
Name a fictional character you would date.
Oh, I have so
Oh
many.
my god, what a great question.
I want to answer this question.
Okay, answer your answer.
You like Hercules?
That's quite
I feel
hot.
like Hercules your type.
Oh my god, yeah.
Okay, I don't mind Tarzan, but he needs to bathe first.
If you caught your favorite celebrity committing a crime, would you cover up for them, please? I am the worst person to ask. It's because I don't believe in putting celebrities on pedestals.
Would you ever date a celebrity? Yeah.
Who?
Oh my god. Post Malone.
Post Malone
Post Malone.
with the grill.
With, without, mustache, don't need, fat, skinny, I don't care. I just think he's a very funny, talented. Then he got Crocs, he got his own Oreo collab.
So actually, why do you all think that parasocial relationships form? Is it because these people, they don't have strong one-to-one relationships in their own lives?
Leah has a lot of one-to-one relationships.
Okay, but I don't feel like my relationships with celebrity are considered parasocial to an extreme extent.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, I'm very...
Yours quite mild lah, I think.
Obviously, I know I'm not going to marry Cheong lah, you know what I mean? Like, hello...
No, babe, it will happen.
Oh, thanks. Like, I have one video where I like heart shape with Chang Kyun, the guy that I like from Monster X for like many, many years, right? After I heart shape, then I think, oh my god, he's going to marry me. Like that, man, no, obviously not what.
But inside it's a bit like, oh my god, he touched my hand. He knows that easy.
No, like, I didn't even have that feeling. I was just kind of like, I was just very 感动 that like I see him after so many years. Okay, anyway, besides the point. Dramatic, okay, yeah, but boring. Okay, I feel in K-pop culture, right, it's first of all, you're attracted to the looks. One thing, okay, let's just be so real. Don't be like, it's about the personality. Then shut up, like you think they're handsome, that's why. Okay, that's why. The music also plays a part, and there's this whole like culture of like, if you like them and then you have friends in the same space and then you can all like talk about the same interest or the same music. It's like a community. You know what I mean? So it fosters this like environment where it's very okay to continue like supporting these people that you have no idea about. Yeah, but it doesn't mean that you don't have your own relationships in your own life lah. It's just that this would be another kind of like relationship that I know not a lot of people can understand, but the people who get it lah, right?
Yeah. Yes, no, but also I think it's one of those things where you like something, so because you like it, you naturally research. And there's so much lore. Like, for example, Taylor Swift and her Easter eggs. I think people enjoy the process of finding the Easter eggs just because it's like a little hunt. And it's something you are interested in. Like, you listen to the song, then you realize, oh my god, this draws a parallel to this.
And you can relate to them also. Let's say like the idols or celebrities or whatever, they do something that's similar to your interest, you can also relate to it, right? Or maybe their personality is similar to yours, they like similar things to yours, then all the more you'll feel aligned with them.
Or music as well, like the songs relate to your relationship problems.
Correct.
Do you think that it's also because of like frequent exposure to the celebrity? Like now with social media, right, if you're following a celebrity, you might start off as a like casual fan, but then every single day you see this person's content, you see them joking about this, you see them eating this, you see them promoting a certain product, right? Then you start to feel like, hey, actually I know you.
I know you.
Yeah, I know that you use this sunscreen. I know that you go for a run at this time at like on Tuesdays.
Dang.
The closest thing I've felt to a parasocial relationship is maybe when couples break up, like YouTube couples.
Oh.
My gosh, I'm like, I was rooting for you.
Yeah.
And then this year, 2025, a lot of couples on TikTok break up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think a lot of people were a bit affected by that.
I suddenly got one relationship I suddenly thought about besides K-pop idol. I like this Valorant esports player for the longest time for like 4 years. I mean, last time I a bit more crazy. I would donate money to him every month, but I just genuinely like him as a person. Like, and then I just will support or whatever. And the thing is, that's how they earn money also, right? Like through supporting and donations, all this kind of thing.
Right.
Okay, then he got famous at one point, so I was already following him before that. So I got DM him before. Then he got reply me and stuff. But I never like, oh my god, I'm gonna like get together with him or anything. You know, he's freaking in the US first of all. But honestly, I mean, like, if I was in the US, maybe got chance. Wow, okay.
Yeah, sure.
I will play. I mean, like, maybe. Who knows? So once in a while, I go back to his stream and I'll say hi, whatever, and stuff. And then, I think, can't remember when, I got reply his story, like, last year or last year or something like that, right? Then he suddenly followed me back.
So, I think it's
God,
the
congrats though.
Hey, thank you,
Oh my
man.
god,
Thank
you
you.
manifested
I
it.
know, right?
I think it's the hope that it will progress.
Yes, it is. So the thing is that a lot of fans hope that like by giving them a lot of money, right, the idols will remember them, all these kind of things will like treat them special. Like if they go to concerts, they will look out for them. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Things like
Yeah.
that.
And I think like
Then you
maybe
just in the concert.
maybe for influencers, right, or even like your Valorant esports player, right, they are not as like unachievable
accessible,
as compared
like,
to a
see real.
like A tier like
Yeah.
celebrity in Hollywood.
I just remembered Jonas Brothers played at Fort Canning Park, right?
I was there.
And so I paid extra for sound check, and they all got in a van, and a lot of us started chasing the van because they were gonna drive to the hotel, so you can get a glimpse of them going into the hotel, right? And as I was running, I was like panting. I don't run, you know I don't run, right? Okay, I ran. Then this girl next to me was like, "Oh my god, are you Joey Tan?" as I was running, then yeah. And then it got to a point where we had to stop. Then we see them, then we like, oh, they wave, right? Then we walk back. The walk back was the most awkward
Oh my
thing.
Wow.
god. Wait, but then she got to like see
Yeah,
two
so no,
people
it's 2 degrees of like There's a parasocial hierarchy
Wow, not just Jonah's brother, but Joey Tan.
Is it because, right, parasocial relationships are lower effort, easier to maintain as compared to a real
Why,
relationship?
they don't want commitment, is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. A lot of people are scared of commitment.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe like there's a fan that loves Chae-Yong so much, right? But then they parasocial relationship because I'm not ready to settle down with Chae-Yong.
Settle down with Chae-Yong. It's crazy.
Insane.
I love that.
But I wouldn't rule that out.
Right?
No, I'm sure I
Because
have.
it's an easier way out than having a real relationship.
And okay, it's so funny because there are fans on like these fan calls and fan signs that they have their idols, right? And people have posted videos about this. The fan is like, oh, I don't have a boyfriend or something like that. And the thing is that the idols are supposed to say something like, I'll be your boyfriend. You know what I mean? Because that
validation.
plays up to like the whole developing relationship thing. But some idols are like, oh, I think you should find a boyfriend. The fan is like, immediately dreams shattered.
Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a scenario and you tell me whether this is parasocial delulu behavior or it's not that weird, okay? It was an event and we were all doing the karaoke session, right? And this particular YouTuber was very quiet. He's a bit antisocial. So he was just sitting in a corner and I noticed he was a bit antisocial, so I went to talk to him lah. And I remember that not too long ago, he posted about his dog dying.
Oh.
So then we were talking. I was like, oh, how are you enjoying Singapore so far? Then he just like, oh, it's not bad. Then I just said like, oh, I'm so sorry about like dog name, by the way. Like, I know you guys, like, you had him for very long. Because he always posts in the videos. So I was like, I'm so sorry about the dog dying, by the way. Then he was like, oh, it's okay. And then now that I'm older, I think about it, right? It's a bit weird that I brought it up.
No, I
No,
think okay.
it's okay.
It's okay because he posted about it.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very public. What?
It's public information.
You know, with Sophia Cheng also, I was mentioning about her mum.
Oh.
But then afterwards, I also was like,
A bit weird, right?
no, but I said like, I love your mum. Like, she's so funny on the
Oh, okay,
videos.
okay.
Like,
Yeah,
that's all. Like, I know about your mum because
Yeah.
you posted.
I think okay.
I think okay also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I find like these things like it's a very weird grey area because like are you interacting because you assume that you are at that friendship level or
No, okay,
because
so-
you got
Finding
nothing else to
common
talk about?
topic,
Okay.
Yeah.
So now if someone who listens to the podcast come up to you say, I love the podcast, how is Charlie? You feel weird?
No, not really.
Okay, what?
Okay lah, yeah lah.
The other day, right, actually quite interesting. I was on a flight back from Melbourne to Singapore. Then I was in quite a bad mood because like my flight was delayed, and then I
cranky.
paid for a certain seat, but then they messed up and like moved me to another seat.
Yeah.
Business class, huh?
No. Then after that, right, when I was boarding, the flight attendant was like, "Oh my god, I know you." Then I was like a bit shook, like suddenly need to what, right? And
What is it need to what?
you need to like, oh,
You
okay.
cannot be grumpy
I cannot be
like-
grumpy lah. like, yeah.
Nice,
It's
must be
me
nice.
So throughout the flight, and this was I was not in business class, so like they don't know my name, man.
Okay.
Everybody is sir. So then this person was like, "Hey Nicholas, do you need anything?"
Nicholas
Yeah. Then after that, he started talking to Jess also, like then because Jess was sleeping lah. Then after that, this person got me some water, like very nice and all that. Like flight attendant got me some water and all that lah. Then he asked me like, oh, later when Jess is away, you let me know lah if she wants anything. But then
She knows Jess' name.
yeah,
Jess's name.
the flight attendant knew Jess's name, but then everybody is supposed to be sir and ma'am, you know. At that point of time, I was a bit like, oh, that's interesting, but then I didn't think that it was weird lah because it's just out there in the universe.
Yeah, and
She
she
had good intentions.
and she didn't make it inappropriate. Right?
Yeah.
She just giving you extra like service, as in service in a way where you have more water than other people.
Yeah. But I was very appreciative. If you are watching this, thank you very much.
Okay, question. Do you guys think that parasocial relationships might have a positive impact on other people?
If you are the celebrity, I think that the positive impact is you have more fans and more money.
No. On the person who is
No.
oh so
I
fast.
think it's possible. Like for example, like Leah is always posting a lot of fashion content, and as a fan, like I feel connected to her, and as a result, I want to step up my game, right? And then I just always watch her videos, I comment, and as a result, I maybe have better fashion sense on my own. It could impact my life that way.
No, but it doesn't. You don't need to have a parasocial relationship to have that impact, ma. It's like I follow
True.
fashion
That's just
influencers.
influence, right?
Yeah, it's just influence. I feel like the minute it you start to develop that one-way relationship, right? That imaginary relationship, then it affects your social skills a bit.
With other like real people.
Yeah, how you pick up on like, is this appropriate? Is this inappropriate? To be honest, I don't feel like you got a parasocial
I don't
relationship.
but some people lump it under
Yeah.
parasocial relationship. I feel it depends on the extent of the relationship. For example, if it's just a very harmless one, like my relationship with whatever K-pop idols that I
Yeah.
like and stuff like that, right? And if the fan knows that there's nothing that's going to happen between you and that person, you're just here to support like the celebrities that you really like, I think there's completely
Okay,
no harm, and
yeah.
it's very good. It's like a very positive kind of experience.
The only time I think that it is somewhat of a like positive thing is if I am like at rock bottom, right? And then I'm like super lonely and I just cannot like connect with anyone, and I'm, you know, borderline like depressed and things like that. Then if I can find comfort in this parasocial relationship and it is a gateway for me to expand my like social circle into real relationships, then okay lah, maybe
Yeah.
like that sense of companionship, you know, even
Yeah.
when there are no real companions.
You could also meet people who share the same love for the artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you make real friends that way. And then you guys go and do actual social activities like eating before the concert or listening to music together, journaling, buying the photo cards, or things like that,
Open
right?
album.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of K-pop fans who have been like, if I don't have K-pop, like I'll be like super depressed, all these kind of things. Like it's quite, I mean, I think maybe like their life circumstances is not the best, you know what I mean? And just having this like separation from real life, having this like little delulu moment makes you feel happy and like, you know, in another space where it's like comforting and it's positive, then I think that's completely fine.
Yeah.
Actually, I think a clear marker, right, of it being inappropriate or getting to the point where it's a bit parasocial is when, let's say that celebrity does something wrong and you defend it to the end, like, no way. There's no way she will do that. They will defend them to the point where maybe they fight with their real life friends and family members. You all don't understand, like, how can you say these kind of things? I think that's a marker where it gets a bit toxic.
Politics is an interesting one without giving specific examples. A lot of news at this past week at the point where we are filming this, where like or there are politicians who are outright saying something that's completely like insane or doing things that are completely
Yeah.
insane, right? And like there's video proof and evidence, you see it with your own eyes, right? But you just kind of like,
No
"Wah,
lah.
how
No.
can I explain it? Yeah.
The way the fans go to some extent is damn disgusting sometimes, and it's like even to the point where I've seen fans get hotel cards go into the
room.
idols' rooms. They lie on the beds. They take pictures and selfies. You know, damn crazy behavior. It's legit crazy. It's like basically infringement of privacy. I don't know. It's just
Should go
very
to jail,
problematic. No, they can. They
Yeah.
can. Because it's like you're breaking into someone's house.
Yeah,
right?
correct.
They do that and they post it publicly that they do that. It's damn crazy.
Okay, so actually, right, what are your thoughts for celebrities? I choose to be a celebrity. I want to be famous. I want to be a public figure. How entitled am I to privacy, really?
It's a tricky situation.
I'm getting a
I feel
shitload of money, you know,
No, I feel
like-
like one good example is Justin Bieber. The amount of attention he got over the years and how people are so obsessed about him and Selena for so many years, even after he got married. And
Jelena.
there were pictures of him being happy, right, with Hailey. And then people are like, no, it's
He
all
not
fake.
happy, he not happy.
It's all an act.
Then they will spam her IG also. And
And
say
then-
you're not Selena.
Clearly he was a bit depressed and affected by social media and his life, right? But people always think that they're entitled to commenting.
Because you rich ma, I make you rich ma. Because you
Yeah.
are.
But he's
you
still
are-
a human being. But
Yeah,
people
yeah, yeah.
forget that. Sometimes I think that they see Justin as a fiction. I see Justin like my friend like that.
Yes, yeah.
Justin Bieber as a fictional character. Like he's just a character in a show. But they forget that he's a real person going through like real shit.
A lot of like fans or just netizens or whatever, like they forget that celebrities are real people. They just think that like, I mean, it's just this is a very silly example, okay? But like, example, I'm outside, like people will just be like, oh, that one influencer, like that damn loud. As if like I am in a zoo and like it's a cage and then like I cannot hear you. Like, am I supposed to ignore you? The thing is, right, I can hear what, and I'm a real person. Like, you wouldn't just be like, you don't like this girl or whatever, that kind of thing. They say, hey, that one, the girl you don't like. You won't say it out loud like that, like
Yeah.
publicly, you know what I mean? But to them, they think it's okay because we are visible and it's like they are entitled to say whatever they want about us. To be fair, I have to live with it because like, especially for celebrities, the exposure they get is like way higher, right? Like they have no choice because you can't control all these people. There's just too many people for you to control.
My take on it is that as a celebrity, right, or a public figure, I don't think you can have your cake and eat it too, where it's like, I only want to be famous and have all the perks of being famous, right?
Yeah.
Money and like the lifestyle. But I want the privacy of a normal person. I don't think
It's
feasible lah.
impossible, yeah.
But at the same time, to me, where the line is drawn is, if I'm a public figure, I need to be prepared. In public, people will come up to me and like, they might want to have an interaction with me. As long as the interaction is pleasant, polite and respectful, I think it's okay. Because you always see, oh, I saw this celebrity, I'm going to take a photo with them, right? And I think it is well within the celebrity's right to say, I don't want to take the photo, as long as they are polite about it.
Yeah.
But to kind of be like, oh, no lah, yeah, I want to like, be low-key and things like that, to me, I don't think that's feasible lah.
Then wear a disguise lor. Maybe at the very beginning of acting or singing or being in the public eye, I understand how you didn't know this would come. But we are at an age like of technology and fame, right, where anyone can be famous, anyone can be recognizable. Even take it in Singapore's context. There's no way that you want to post viral content but not be recognized.
Yeah.
It does not come that
Doesn't
way.
work that way.
I think at a certain point, it comes with the territory of the nature of your work.
Yeah.
Like if you are singing and you want the streams, but you don't want the fame, it makes no sense because having streams means having fame. Same with acting. You want to act on big screens and movies, it means a lot of people need to watch it. Yeah, so you cannot just say that, but it's just a job. It's really not a job.
You chose to be famous lah. You
Yeah.
chose to be mainstream and
Yeah.
famous. I think where the other thing is paparazzi, which like in Singapore we don't have, right?
Yeah.
But to me that is crossing the line. Like very, very clearly. Like sometimes you see the behind the scenes of a paparazzi video,
They're
right?
so rude.
There's like 20 or 30 of them mobbing you. They don't let you walk properly. They like bump or nudge into your family members or the people who are walking with you. And then they purposely say things to you to try to get a reaction out of
Yeah.
you. Justin Bieber, right?
Yeah.
With Hailey Bieber, they walking around in public, right? There will be paparazzi who go straight up to him and then ask him like, have you seen Selena lately? Like, so how's Selena doing? How's she feeling about, Hailey being pregnant and that kind of thing? To me, that is like absolute like scum of the earth lah behavior. Yeah.
But they're also doing their job, eh. Like, technically that's their job.
No,
You know
but
what
to
I mean?
me, it's like that should not be a profession.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It should not be legal, which in
Correct.
Singapore is not.
Oh.
No, so paparazzi, it's not a universal thing.
Oh, I thought it's like, Singapore is illegal. Ah.
It's harassment ma.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, so for Leah, right, as a fan of a couple of idols, what is one advice you can give to people to have healthy boundaries with these celebrities?
I just think that you cannot assume that you're going to have a relationship with them. And I mean, healthy boundaries is like, you must know in your head that nothing is going to happen out of this. And once you know, I feel like in general, everything will be okay. As long as you're not committing a crime. Like stalking is a crime, I don't stalk. Yeah, but just don't do anything that is illegal, one. Second of all, don't have this mindset that if the more money that you spend, the more opportunity you'll get for this person to notice you or be your friend or whatever it is. Yeah, it's a very gray area because there are a lot of fans who have a lot of money and pay a lot of money for these experiences because these K-pop idols enable it also. Like specifically in K-pop lah, okay? Like they enable this like fan behavior and they enable them to like spend more money and be like, oh, I'll see you next time, things like that. It's not necessarily only the fans' fault, it's also like the idols and the culture of it itself. So you just gotta know lah intuitively that you're not gonna turn into a crazy person, you know?
Yeah, or just be aware that it
Yes.
is business at the end of the day.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also again to reiterate the point before, like everything that we see online is highly curated and it's just a little snippet. Even if it's candid, you cannot possibly know who they are as people from that few seconds.
Thanks so much for watching this episode of The Hot Pot. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Me Listen.
And thanks to Leah once again for joining us second time on the podcast. Well
Thank you
done,
very
well
much
done.
for having me.
And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you on the next episode.
Bye!
I woke up with Amoti before.
You see? Then later you what? Okay, so parasocial will be telling people that he and Amoti are gym bros.
Yeah.
Amoti, we are gym bros. We literally work out together.
Thank you for joining us on the Hot Pot. You can